The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
All right, so today we're diving into something different. Crimea.
Crimea.
Yeah, but not the, all the political stuff we hear about. We're talking about actually being there on the beaches, experiencing the culture. What's the real deal?
Love it. We're going beyond those headlines, right to the heart of Crimea's coast.
And what's fascinating from the material we've got, it's not just one kind of beach destination. It's almost like layers of history, different vibes depending where you go.
Absolutely. You can literally be sunbathing and bam, right there, ancient Greek ruins. It's wild. You've got these dramatic cliffs in some spots, and then stretches of sand perfect for families, and even these hidden coves.
Okay, so variety is definitely the spice of Crimea, it sounds like. So let's break it down. What do people really need to know if they want to go? First up, best time to visit.
All right, so they mention avoiding peak season, which, okay, makes sense anywhere, right? But in Crimea...
Took a story.
Totally. We're talking the Black Sea, beautiful weather. It's the H spot in the summertime, which means crowded, pricey, long lines. Not exactly relaxing.
Yeah, no thanks.
Right. But go during shoulder seasons, spring, early fall, ideal. Weather's still good, way fewer people, and you get that authentic local experience.
Makes sense. And speaking of authentic, we've got the Greek influence, obviously, but then there's this whole other layer, the Tartar culture. For those of us who aren't history buffs, who are they? And how does that show up in Crimea today?
Okay, so the Tartars, they've been in Crimea for centuries. Dominant culture for a long time, and their legacy. It's everywhere, but especially in the food.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Give me some examples. What should people try?
Get ready. Your taste buds are in for a ride. Shabareki savory pastries, think spiced meat fillings, pilaus rice dishes with this incredible aroma, and the markets. Forget about it. Vibrant textiles, spices everywhere. This fusion of, like, Mediterranean meets Central Asia, it's unique to Crimea. I am sold. Adding Crimean food tour to my bucket list as we speak. Okay, so we've got beaches, history, food, but there's also a mention of hiking and wineries. What's the deal there?
So Crimea really does cater to everyone. Love a challenge. They've got trails through the mountains with views of the coast. You won't believe it. But if you're more the relax and sip type, vineyard tours are calling your name.
And what kind of wine are we talking? What's Crimea known for?
Think crisp whites, a lot made with local grapes. Raketsitelli is a big one. Picture yourself overlooking vineyards, sipping a glass of that. Chef's kiss. Okay, you've painted quite the picture. Now, you've been deep in this research. What really stood out, something unique to Crimea people should experience.
So everyone knows beaches, right? And the history we've talked about. But Crimea's also been this wellness destination for a long time. And that brings me to mud baths.
Mud baths. Okay, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, it's a thing. They've got these natural mud lakes full of minerals, magnesium, potassium, and they say it's incredibly therapeutic. Definitely not your average spa day, but
right.
Hey, when in Crimea.
Right. Got to embrace the local experience. Okay, last question for the adventurers listening. What's something they'd likely miss if we weren't here guiding them?
Easy. Crimea's coastline is riddled with these tiny coves you can only get to by boat. We're talking secluded beaches, crystal clear water, your own little slice of paradise. That's what you discover when you go off the beaten path a bit.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to book a flight. Seriously, the beauty, the history, the food, it's amazing. But I think what I'm taking away is that having this kind of insider knowledge, it just changes everything. It's the difference between just seeing Crimea and really experiencing it.
100%.
So to our listeners, if you're planning a trip, remember, don't just visit Crimea, dive in.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.